never seen diarrhea on a fan base and an organization like this guy has had.
I mean,
well said, Brian. What do you do now, though? Where's baseball's role in this? Major League Baseball, Rob Efron. What if the other owners? What have they done about this? Because it seems like they've kind of just stepped back, and maybe the Giants enjoy this. What's their role in allowing this to happen to one of their big league teams?
Let's think about this from this angle. When the NFL wanted to move, or I guess when the owner wanted to move out of St. Louis to L.A., it was Stan Kroenke. And the NFL was like, yeah, we don't love moving out of St. Louis, but we have to get a team back in L.A. And when they did that, they were like, all right, it's Kroenke. He's got the money. And they built a mega conglomerate empire, not just for the stadium, but for the NFL network, right? And then they were like, what are we going to do with the Oakland Raiders? And what are we going to do with the Chargers? All right, the Chargers are going to, be co-tenants. That's kind of been a disaster, a low-key disaster for the Chargers because they're non-existent in terms of fan base in that area.
The Chargers should have been a team going to Las Vegas. I just did not get that. Let them go to Las Vegas. Las Vegas would have embraced them.
Well,
Let the Raiders go to, but I know the Rams.
The Rams
because they didn't want the Raiders in for trading, and the Raiders own that market. It's the Cowboys and Raiders. We're in an Uber at the NFC Championship game, and he was like, the Rams are like fifth when it comes to popularity.
So now what do you think the Chargers are?
Right, but the Chargers are like 20th.
Yeah, exactly. But I'll give Mark Davis this. I don't think he's a great businessman, but I do think that Jerry Jones and the NFL in particular desperately wanted a team in Vegas. It just so happened that Mark was the perfect vehicle to get them there, and it's been a cash cow for them. For the league, for the team, for everyone, and they built a beautiful facility that they've already utilized, whatever. To your point about Rob Manfred, I don't know what the end game is. I don't know where the Jerry Jones type to kind of help this dude out to get these things past the finish line. I don't know. I guarantee you the rest of baseball, like the Yankees, they're not like, yeah, we want to fly into Sacramento and play in a minor league stadium.
Right.
No, if Sacramento had a legitimate stadium, I'm sure teams wouldn't think twice about it. But I'm not, because I don't want to knock Sacramento as not being a major league town. I think it is a major league town. They got NBA. NBA players like going to Sacramento. But you think the Yankees want to play at Sutter Health Field? You think the Los Angeles Dodgers they want to cart their team up worth billions of dollars to go play at Sutter Health Field? No. So,
but who's the guy that's going to step up and help out the A's and say, enough's enough. We got to figure this out. We have to figure this out. It's it just seems like baseball owners are so different than football owners. They don't, I'm not going to say they don't care, but they'll allow a product like this. This team is last year, the Oakland Athletics were unwatchable. They were an absolute disaster. They were on pace to give up the most runs in baseball history at one point. I mean, and you can't allow that. The NFL would step in on a team. Like the NBA, they took control of the Hornets. They realized that situation is a dumpster fire. Let's take over the team for a couple years. They did the shady business by videoing the Chris Paul deal. We get all that. But they at least took over and said, we got to fix this situation. The NFL would never allow a team like that to just sink and crumble. Not today's day and age. Today's day and age.
No, but also the way that they share the money in the NFL is just so different.
It is different. I know, I get it.
But you're right.
But I'm saying somebody.
But they did, to be fair, they did allow Dan Snyder to essentially depreciate a ridiculously profitable organization in the Washington football team to as low as it could be.
Right.
I mean, but then you had Bezos and a million other buyers that were ready to take it. It took forever to get Dan Snyder out.
It took forever to get him out because a lot of owners vouched for Snyder for some reason. It was very weird.
You're right.
It was very weird. But that's what I'm saying. Who's going to vouch for him?
Well, his buddy Rob Manfred.
Yeah, there you go.
He was buddies with Selig, and Manfred's always been in Selig's Selig's right hand man. And this is where I was listening to just a baseball podcast, Brett Boone's one, and I was listening to different points of view, and they said the next commissioner of baseball should not be someone who's been in the Major League Baseball front offices, meaning the league offices for the last years. They need a TV exec. They need somebody who sees the big picture. It's like, what? We're not taking our Broadway play to a minor league facility. No, we're not doing that. We need to step the game up here. We need to figure out that we've got a ton of inventory, probably too much inventory, and we need to kind of taper it down. And the changes that they made were television based. The pitch clock, not being able to switch out pitchers after three batters or whatever until three batters. All of that is for television. but there's also an optics thing and business thing where they need to bring someone in. Like, we can't allow one of our teams, especially a crown jewel of the history of the game, to be depreciated this bad.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really, really bad. And it's not only bad, it's just sad. They've become an afterthought. Like, there's no, like, here, I'll take people behind the scenes just with this show. You know, we're an A station, and I remember the segue over to talking more San Francisco sports, base sports, and moving off the Oakland teams or whatnot. But now over the last, 3 years, it doesn't become it's not even part of our thought process to talk Oakland A's baseball. It's like they don't even exist. They're totally, and I worked down there at NBC, so I see all the A's guys, the Shooty Babbitts and the Bip Roberts and Dave Stewart's. It's just sad. It's nothing they can do about it.
Yeah.
But they try to bring positivity to the broadcast and talk A's baseball. They still feel enthusiastic about it. 360, I'm still hoping Joe Lacob wanted to buy the A's. Lacob wanted to buy the A's. He definitely wanted to buy the A's. He was ready. The A's knew Fisher wasn't going to sell because he's sitting on a gold mine. He knows, boy, if I do get this team in the right spot and I do get a stadium and we start making a profit, I could sell this team for double the price. He's stinking money. He's stinking money. It's incredible.
You're right. You're right.
You know, so he doesn't care about the wins. Everybody's talking about him. Like right now, we're talking about him. He's like, cool, great, awesome.
Imagine being such of a weasel that everywhere you go, everyone's like, yeah, you're a weasel, and they want to spit in your face. That's what it is. Like, imagine how sad that existence must be.
But a lot of people, that's us. But I bet you a lot of people like what he's doing. A lot of people probably agree with what he's doing. A lot of people, friends or whatnot, are probably like, hey, billionaire friends. I mean, like he rolls with a whole different crowd. Like his buddy was Vivek. Vivek is cool. Like, oh, yeah, come to Sacramento. They're now tight. And it's
you may not believe, I don't know what you believe in overall, but like there's a special place in hell for individuals like that. All right, that's what I believe. I believe in karma, and I just think that like all the money in the world doesn't make you a good person.
I didn't say he was a good person.
You know? And I'm not saying, I get what you're saying, though. But like, I'm just a big believer in like, I want to be able to walk into a room and hold my head high and not have people whispering about how big of a weasel and a snake I am.
Right.
And
but I don't know if everybody feels like that.
You're probably right.
I don't know if everybody, like, he's got a lot of yes men around him. He's a billionaire.
I think once you become a billionaire, it's a lot easier to hold your head up regardless what other people are whispering. Like, if I walk into a room and people start whispering about me, my first thought is, well, I don't care. I got $1 billion. So.
And he's rolling with a different crowd who probably don't even like sports. Who knows?
I mean,
who knows?
Just a doofus.
Let's go to TC. TC, Sacramento. What's happening?
Vontae, Joe, good morning, bro.
Good morning, TC.
Man? Hey, man, just top it. Hey, listen, so I'm not even really a baseball guy. I don't even really want to get in no Niner or no Kings talk. Joe, I just really want to ask you, right? Bro, you always taking shots at Sac, bro.
How
you know that people don't want to come play? Listen, how you know people don't want to come play at Sutter Health?
Because it's a minor league. Hear me out. I said it on the front end. It's not about the city of Sacramento. It's an NBA town. It's a beautiful arena. I think Golden One Center, in many ways, is better than Chase. I truly believe that. And I love Chase Center. But Sutter Health is a minor league facility that's going to be outdoors where it's 100+ degrees almost every single day on turf. I play a lot of baseball. I play a lot of softball. That's not good. The stadium itself does not have the current infrastructure needed for a major league team. I am not knocking the city. I am knocking the specific facility and them going to a legitimate minor league facility.
Vivek just made a move, bro, for him to come down. I dig what you're saying, Jack. I just had to ask that question, bro. We got to see how it shake out first. We got to see what the players think about it or whatever, bro. I'm just like, I'm not a big baseball guy. I know you are, Joe, but I had to get on these airwaves, bro, and ask you that question, bro. Why do you keep doing that? But you explained yourself. You my guy. Vontae, you my guy. Hey, on another note on the Niners, bro, listen, bro, BA, what John and Kyle is doing, dog, I'm not approving of. I don't know what to say about that situation, dog.
I want BA signed. I just want BA signed. I want Trent to come back, and I want to go win the damn Super Bowl. It's simple. I did like just get the damn deal done. What are we waiting for?
I mean, a week ago, you guys remember the report in the afternoon? Oh, there's renewed optimism. They've had a long that was a week ago. They had a long talk, Shanahan and Brandon Ayuk. That was Adam Schefter.
It was right after the verbal agreement.
10 days ago, we got the report from Philip Hody.
What gets settled first, the A's stadium situation or Brandon Ayuk's contract? More on 95.7 The Game.
I mean, my psyche's injured from the whole BA talk. It really is. Just get the damn deal done. Let's go.
Look, the minor league facility thing, like if you just go around baseball, the Tampa Bay Rays have been trying to have a new stadium forever. And they're in Tropicana, which is not great, but it's at least has the amenities needed to house professional teams. All right. There are certain amenities that you do absolutely have to have. And not that the Coliseum is good, because it's currently completely decrepit and outdated. I understand the nostalgia and its importance as a historical venue for sports, as specifically baseball, as well as football and all the other things. But you're going to a place that needs millions of dollars of infrastructure just to be of the level that's needed.
I'm very
to have
intrigued.
games.
I'm very intrigued to see how this works out.
I am too.
I'm very intrigued to see how this works out.
But wouldn't the skeptics say, like, why wouldn't you invest a little bit of that money, into the team or into the facility that you've been at the last few years?
It's a free handout, man.
I know.
It's a free handout for John Fisher.
And Sacramento is a convenient partner, because there's been somebody who's bailing them out in Vivek or whatever the partners of Vivek. But the other part is they can keep their television contract, right? And it's just like,
well, that's where
everything's got a little. I
don't want to get too deep into
motive.
it. I don't want to get too deep into it, but people were like taking shots at NBC.
What are they supposed to do?
I'm like, exactly.
What are they supposed to do?
What do you want them to do?
They're a business.
What do you want them to do? So, Will Clark coming up 8 o'clock. Will the Thrill Clark coming up on the Morning Roast at 8 o'clock right here. But first, let's get to the injury report.